Hello everybody. Hey, I'm just walking along thinking that it might be time for a fourth, what do I use the word, column? It sounds so pretentious. a fourth element, a fourth principle. Yeah, that might be a better word. A fourth principle in the lifestyle that I describe as the path of wildness. Although the path of wildness is in itself just another one of those principles or columns. Anyway, currently the path of wildness philosophy, dare I use that word, consists of the path of wildness proper, something that I call Sons of Grizzly, and DBAD, three elements. Sons of Wildness, path of wildness being the part that encourages courageous movement into life and through life, stepping even if you don't know where you're going, stepping with some resolve in the direction of what I describe as our first inclination. The Sons of Grizzly is the life of independence, life of moving out away from the protective console of your protection and console of your parents and benefactors and protectors, and becoming one of those yourself, mainly for yourself and then for others. And then DBAD, or sometimes what I call available light, which is life of joy. Stopping, hearing crickets, and enjoying the fact that my body works at this point. Won't always, it hasn't, and sometimes in the past. And keeping a smile near at hand for those around us to share the experience of life and the joy of actually having the chance to be here for a while, and the wonder of it all. And I'm thinking of a fourth element now. I made a video last week called Humble Provisions. It's a strange name, but it captures the essence of what I'm trying to say, which is basically getting by with less. But I don't necessarily mean less in terms of worldly goods, iPhones, and I reached inside to grab my iPhone, but it's in my hand. You know, iPhones and vehicles and furniture and the like, but also, and more importantly perhaps, less encumbrance within the mind to distract us and to weigh us down as we move through life with spinning our thoughts off in alternate directions, burdening us with anticipation and concern. It doesn't mean that we should live this part of the thing does not mean that we should live our lives without concern for the future. We certainly should have our observation, our plans for the future, but to take away some of the more burdensome elements of thought and of aspects of viewing the world, of a worldview. Now, it's something that's tricky because it's something that you can't readily unburden yourself. Like I can give this iPhone away, or toss it away, or recycle, of course, or sell my worldly possessions and become a hermit on the mount. And you could do that, and you could kind of get rid of the. I'm not advocating that, but you could get rid of the material stuff. But to get rid of this other stuff, it really comes of life. As I said in the video, humble provisions. Life kind of has to unburden you of those things. It has to flush it away in a way, and it usually does so in kind of a difficult and painful thing. It's usually life's trials that do that. I think that's worth creating another, like I said, another column. You know, the path of wildness, the Sons of Grizzly, the DBAD, and now humble provisions, which advocates a life of not just material simplicity, but of psychological, philosophical, and contemplative. But more than that, more than the contemplation, it's more like the simplicity of desire, simplicity of anticipation or expectation. Ooh, there you go, expectation. If I do flatter myself, my wife would frown at me. You're getting all excited about something you said. She says, it's like you're the only one that laughs at your jokes. Expectation, that's the thing. The humble provisions element is really about becoming unburdened of unnecessary and weighty expectations that we may have for ourselves and for life in general. And it's a tricky thing because you can't do it yourself necessarily. It has to be facilitated through the act of living, through those other elements. In fact, it actually comes about through the path of wildness, pursuing the path of wildness, stepping lively onto the path of your first inclination, and also through Sons of Grizzly, the concept of seeking after independence. I mean, because it's tough to become independent. You have to go through some tricky things to get there, and also trying to maintain joy through the difficulty. And then when that's all done, you're kind of left with something in your mind that is a bit less weighty and a bit feels so much better to carry around. You can sleep better through the night and move better through the day, and want so much less out here and in here too. Feels good. So that's going to be it. I'm going to create a new element, a new part of the LylesBrother channel. The humble provisions, and I'll provision videos there as they become available. If they become available, well, I think they will. It's the trickiest one of the four. Certainly the trickiest one of the four. I need to think about it. But so there'll be a play with this provision with one video. Certainly a humble provision to start with. We'll see how many we can get in there and still keep it humble. Talk to y'all later. Time for work. Bye-bye.
Thank you.